What's happening, everybody? John Ramdeen alongside Robin Black here at the famed Massey Hall in downtown Toronto ahead of UFC 206, which goes down at the Air Canada Centre on Saturday night. The open workouts were held at this historic building. We saw Matt Brown in action, a number of spinning techniques, some in-close work with his coach, Dwayne Bang Ludwig. What do you anticipate from this matchup that a lot of people feel could be fight of the night?
Yeah, it's going to be a fantastic fight. There's a lot, actually. We took a lot away from this one. I talked to Dwayne for a bit. We're going to talk about TJ and about Dominic Cruz tomorrow. We'll get that up on the network. Talk to him about Matt, and we talked to Matt. And Matt's like, there's no real secrets in this sport. And he's right. As soon as something is out there, it is immediately absorbed and analyzed and put under a microscope. But he talked about how he was really into sort of the traditional structural Muay Thai and how Dwayne has opened him up to his system and his MMA way of thinking. We did see, and I asked Dwayne about it, and he said, Matt's so comfortable in that clinch area. We'll get him striking on the way in, we'll get him to do some work there, and we'll get him striking on the way out. You saw he was moving his feet a lot different. He was a lot lighter on his toes, and he seemed to be having fun playing in there with Dwayne. His main sparring partner has been Brandon Thatch, so, he's getting ready.
When you look at Matt Brown's abilities, we've seen what he's been able to accomplish inside of the cage. We all know the Matt Brown style of fighting. Now working with a new team, working with a new coach, is that easy to remove some of the things that made you great in hopes of making you an even better fighter?
Dwayne's the right guy. There's no doubt about that, because the first thing Dwayne's going to do, just like he was telling me when we were chatting, is identify what you're great at and what we're going to keep, and then how to work around it. And it was just nothing to Dwayne to say, hey, I know where he's good. We just get him moving in such a way that he hurts you on the way in and doesn't get hit, does his work there, and moves out, doesn't get hit and hurts you. It's just, Dwayne is such a smart thinker that he's going to not only take his system, which is very, very hard for a lot of different fighters who aren't exposed to it to understand, but customize it for Matt Brown. And you're not going to have a better pupil than Matt Brown, And Matt also talked about how, in his opinion, Cowboy's a bully and fights as a bully, and that when he's felt that Cowboy did not do well, it's when people bullied him back, whether that be Pettis pushing him, that be RDA, or that be Nate. And he's not wrong about that.
But one of those things that you have to point out, there's certain truths about it. 155 pounds, 155 pounds, 155 pounds, now at 170 pounds. Isn't Donald Cerrone the most comfortable he's ever been?
He certainly is, but Matt Brown is a big dude.
Yeah.
He was still over 190, 195, and it is currently Wednesday for a Friday weigh-in. So he's a big, ornery guy, and he just straight up, one of the guys from the Hammer Radio asked him about, how hard he is to bully. And he said, I will not be bullied. And you know that that's the truth. However he's going to win, or however he's going to lose, or whatever's going to happen, Matt Brown will not be bullied.
Of course, it's going to be a tremendous fight at UFC 206, and you never know, the winner of this fight could emerge as a top title challenger in the welterweight division.